Alright, back here for game 5. I'm on the play. My hand's a little weird as far as how to sequence it properly, but I like the mix of lands and spells, so I'll keep.
I also like my mix of lands and spells.
Okay, so the way I see it, I can pair these two on turn 1, try to hit another land, and then I can do this plus this eventually. Alternatively, I can fetch Swamp with this, but that seems a little bit weaker, and I'm not going to have a good turn to cast this card, so I'm going to go to 19 and play Oath.
Yep.
Okay, and I think it's just... I think I just want to take the untapped land, so I'm going to take Yavimaya. Your turn.
Gonna take so much pain. Play Wild Spell.
Alright, so I'll play a Swamp, take 1, play Sylvan Advocate. Your turn.
You're at 18.
Yep.
I will play a Forest and pass. That's a good draw.
Alright, get the easy part out of the way, attack for 2.
18 all.
And now I can go ahead and run this out. I can play this face down, or I can do like this plus this. I think this is the weakest option of the 3. There's not too much opportunity for Ross to punish me for just putting this face down, but I think casting this in the next 2 turns is very important because of explosive vegetation. So I think the best way to get value out of everything in our hand is to play the Tireless Tracker. So I'm going to take a point.
You're at 17.
Your turn.
End step, anticipate.
Yep. This way I can do both of these things and sacrifice a clue.
Definitely have to take that one. And draw. I'll Reflector Mage the Tireless Tracker.
Right.
Pass. I'll stabilize the board a little.
Play Duress.
No. I don't want you to.
Sorry, man. Alright, take vegetation.
Yep.
Attack.
Block.
Go.
Got him.
Genius.
Okay, so I'm just going to
Get Ojutai Crush part, land. What?
Den Protector.
Den Protector.
So I think I'll just get this Den Protector down. I mean morph. You can go. We didn't prepare with 2 morph things.
Start of our lives.
Didn't think we'd have 2 of them in play.
So I think the best way to both pressure Ross the most and get value is to play this, and then unmorph Den Protector and attack. And given his hand, I don't think there's much way to get punished. And I do think just getting aggressive is going to be very important. So play Tireless Tracker, play this, make a clue. Unmorph this. There you go.
So you take a point.
Get Den Protector,
16.
attack you for 3.
I'm at 15.
Yep. 14? Did I make that up? Why do I have you at 14?
Did you give me the pain? You're at 16.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Okay. Your
You
turn.
got back your duress?
Yep.
Okay, I will Jim Zojutai.
Yep.
Pass.
Don't think there's much reason, or rather way to get punished if I just lead on cracking a clue. So I'm just going to do that.
Should probably just tap Yav My Coast instead of Forest, right?
Sure, yeah. I don't have anything I can do with that. Okay. So there's no way for me to get Tireless Tracker out of
double block range.
Well, Ojitai range is what I was going to say. I guess I could play an untapped land and represent. Oh no, I can't even represent 2 clue cracks because I don't have 2 clues. So in that case, I suppose I will just play Quagmire, generate another clue, and attack with both of these creatures.
Give me at 15.
Yep.
So I can essentially trade my morph for Tireless Tracker here, which I think is going to end up being beneficial. I just need to keep my life total high. I'll double block.
Yep. Kill the morph, take 4.
I'm at 11.
Dress you.
Which one do you want?
We'll take part the Water Veil.
That's what I thought.
And go ahead.
That could have been better. I will attack for 5.
11.
So 11 all.
Yep.
So Michael has 11 points on board. Which is awkward. So if he has, I guess he needs Black Source Grasp or Runus Path to kill the Reflector Mage. To be able to both, and then still activate an attack with Quagmire. Which he could reasonably have. I can... just casting a Naked Crush does not seem particularly good. So I could get greedy and try to hold out for this next turn, but I don't even think that's going to be good enough. So I think I just have to take this one and hope to find something off of it. And given our hand, we will tap like that for this oath.
Sure.
I'll discard those 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I will pass.
All right, sack my clue.
Yep.
Pretty good. I think the safest play is just to lead on Duress. I don't need to force Ross to jump block this turn. Okay, I will... It's actually interesting he didn't cast Anticipate in response. So you have 7 mana next turn, so you can cast a 2 mana spell plus Crush potentially. This attack, if you jump Sylvan Advocate, will put you to 8. And then I can, let's say, okay, so worst case scenario, say I take Anticipate and Ross draws 2 mana spell plus Crush, or Oath of Nissa, I guess. Then I'm going to play this. I'm going to cast this turn no matter what. I'll be able to play this on the following turn, so I'll have 3, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I can put Ross to 4 at least if he doesn't block and I'm not dead on the attack back from the Octopus. I also have Den Protector in my hand, so I guess I could just rebuy this. So yeah, I'm just going to take Anticipate.
Okay.
All right, I will attack with both creatures.
I will take 7 and go to 4.
All right, Ruinous Pathogetai. Go.
So I'm in rough shape. And I am dead.
Okay. All right, back here for the conclusion of our versus series, Sultai Midrange versus 4-color control things, crush stuff.
Yeah. 4-color awesomeness.
Yeah. That deck's super sweet. I've definitely played around with those types of cards myself a little bit. This build is pretty deep. I think we saw some issues, even though you didn't necessarily have color requirements. You might have actually. I didn't really see them.
Color issues in game 1.
Sure.
But I think that was it.
It's like when you draw Explosive Vegetation, it kind of turns your deck on. It feels like your deck is a little too slow otherwise. There's a lot of expensive cards in the deck between Crush, Part the Water Veil, and Descent Upon the Sinful, and then the dragons and other nonsense.
So the 3 games in the middle were the games where I cast a turn 4 Explosive Vegetation, and I won 2 of them, and the other one I think I would have had a much better chance of winning if I just sequenced a little bit differently after the vegetation.
Mm-hmm.
And in game 1 I didn't have it, and in game 5 you duressed it away, and we saw just a huge difference in my ability to set up the really powerful plays on time and have appropriate mana here and there. So vegetation certainly the linchpin of the deck. Even though it's not really a ramp deck, you still need a lot of mana to cast your powerful spells, and your 4 colors, so you need to fix your mana appropriately. And then that certainly played out in the games.
Yeah, I mean, it also just lets you play all your small ball velocity stuff. If you're spending your whole turn to play Elvish Visionary and Oath of Nissa, that's not very good. But when you can Oath of Jace into Visionary into Reflector Mage or something like that, then you can catch up, fix your hand, and then start casting powerful stuff.
Yeah.
Almost makes me think as much as I like the Oath of Nissa Elvish Visionary package, maybe the deck just needs 4 Anticipate because finding Explosive Vegetation is so important.
Yeah,
but
that's certainly possible. You can tweak the numbers.
Yeah, but I don't know. That deck's super sweet. I mean, I like what it's doing. My deck's kind of boring. I just played some green creatures and killed some creatures and attacked you.
Yeah.
But it's rock solid. Like you allude to in the introduction, Sylvan Advocate, Tireless Tracker, Nissa Vastwood Seer, just awesome on turn 2, 3, 4. Great on 8, 9, 10. Green creatures are super powerful. The black removal is what we got. So you work with what you got, and this deck is super solid.
Yeah, just filled with good powerful cards all the way up the curve. This package of green card advantage creatures should remain a mainstay of Standard for the next few months until rotation.
Certainly.
There's just so many of them right now that it's tough to keep up with the green decks, which is not something I thought I was going to say 10 years ago when I was playing Magic.
No, certainly not. Lifelink is king, and green has all the card advantage. Who would have thought?
We live in strange times.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, I think you're, like you said, Tireless Tracker, Sylvan Advocate, Nissa Vastwood Seer, just super powerful. The card advantage is kind of built into creatures and grinding your opponent out on the battlefield rather than just having a glut of cards in your hand. It's just where we live in.
Yep. And hopefully we'll see a bit more balance from Eldritch Moon. I know spoiler season is starting this week. There's a lot of new cards that are coming out, so every day I'm sure that there'll be tons of new stuff to look at. Maybe some sweet new cards for this deck. Hopefully not another...
Well, it's got all the colors, so you can just jam in whatever you want.
Every sweet card you want. That's the beauty of it. So, and we'll see how that changes after these last couple weeks of the Standard format before Eldritch Moon comes out, which is only in 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Yeah, that sounds about right.
So we've got a week off this weekend for Independence Day, I guess. Star City Games is feeling a little patriotic.
Yeah, let's go grill or something. I don't know.
Let's go grill. I don't know. Is there a fireworks show in Roanoke? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, there's got to be one somewhere. It's probably down by the river.
Yeah. We'll figure out something to do.
So no Magic this weekend. There will be Magic the following weekend on July 9th and 10th.
In your home turf.
Yeah. But it's actually this is the closest opens to me when I was in Connecticut in Worcester, Massachusetts. About an hour and a half drive.
It's not bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Yep.
You would go up Saturday morning.
Yep, so you're going to go visit the folks and then play a little Magic?
Yeah, that is my plan. Going back home after we record next week's video, I'll be home for a week. I'll be in Worcester. We'll get to play some more Legacy. I got scratched my itch a bit in Columbus, but Storm is just so much fun. Got to keep playing it.
All right, makes sense.
Yeah, we got CVM and the Boz in the booth.
Your favorite well dressed man in the booth.
Yep. It'll be a fun weekend.
Yep. I feel like that's WMCQ weekend, so I don't think I'm going to make it, but I don't know, maybe the flight will be super expensive and I'll randomly end up in Worcester instead.
The WMCQ in Lincoln, Nebraska?
Yeah. It's
wonderful,
It's
lovely.
on Sunday, too, which is kind of weird, but...
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, is that standard?
It's modern.
It's modern.
Yeah. So I'll be in one of those two events. I've gotten yelled at enough to where I guess I should just play Magic. Jerry just makes fun of me every time I take a weekend off, so I can't do it 2 weeks in a row. But yep, join us on the SCGTour. Can't talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Worcester
in Massachusetts. Yes, my geography is
Central
horrid.
Mass.
Yes. I don't know where anything is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no one knows where anything in the Northeast is.
Yeah.
I doubt if half the people in Roanoke could point out New Hampshire versus Vermont on a map.
I don't want to continue this conversation because it's just going to make me look really dumb.
Okay. Well, we got that going on the 9th and 10th. Yeah, Boz and CVM, they're great. Magic's great. Legacy's great.
Yeah, watch some Legacy, play it.
Get a little bit of a different format in while we're in the lame duck season of Standard.
Transition.
Awaiting the new set. We'll see some new cards. I think we're going to start playing with new cards on the Versus video.
Oh, don't commit. I don't know. Do you know the date?
I don't know. I assume we'll probably.
It's got to be soon.
It's got to be.
But I don't want you to lie to the people.
Sure. I mean, I'm just giving them my impression. I assume it's next week, but I can't imagine
that is not a promise. That is not a promise.
I can't imagine.
We're probably playing Legacy next week.
We're probably playing. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
We might play Legacy and then start with New Standard the week after that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's probably what we'll do. I'm gonna play Elves because I want to show the people how to. I got my Elvish Visionary itch back.
Sure.
Gonna play some Elves.
Can I beat you up with Stoneblade to finally end the feud?
That matchup is incredibly good for Elves.
All right, book it, book it.
Just so good.
Just can't wait to show Ross the business. But that's next week. So, enjoy your weekend off of Magic. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm pointing to the more videos over here.
And
check those out.
Down there somewhere is the subscribe button. It's there. I think I see it.
We know exactly what we're doing.
There's tons more content there. There's buttons to click. You click them all, and then you see our lovely faces.
Yeah, interact with us more on YouTube. That's all we got, I guess.
Yeah, that's all they need to do. If they interact with us, then we get to interact back with them.
Yep, that's the plan.
We'll continue this sparkling conversation.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good weekend.